Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, My Vagabond Style, and I'm going to work on my random journal today. I figured I better start with the cover because this morning I actually ripped off part of it. It wasn't glued down yet. I was just kind of, what am I going to do with this? So I think I better get this nailed down and maybe put some matte medium over the top of it just to, make it nice. So I looked through my images and I found a couple things. I think what I want to do is I found this rabbit. It's a person rabbit, but I thought that would be kind of fun, like fairy tale-ish coming out of the door here. So I am gonna glue this top part back on so that I don't do any more damage to it. But I hope you guys are doing well. Things are going good here. Not a whole lot to report, which is a good thing. Although it has been getting so much cooler. I live in Arizona, for those of you that don't know, and it's been the hottest summer on record. I believe it because we have roasted here, and I am so happy to be feeling like fall is here or getting here. I think this week we will still have a day or two in the hundreds, or like 100, not 110. So I'm good with that. But I thought it would be kind of fun just to have this person kind of peeking out, like, seeing what's going on out there. So I think that will work. Just like that. And then I found some flowers that I thought would work in the front just to kind of brighten it up a bit, and a rabbit. So it's kind of fun that there's a person rabbit, and then I thought maybe that we could put this little guy right here in the corner. Normally I go through all these with you and look for things that I've cut out and just kind of randomly put put them down on my background, but I kind of, since it was the front cover, I just kind of wanted to take a little more time with it and look for an image. Well, let's see where we want to put this. Maybe like right here, like he's kind of hanging out from behind there. Okay, let me put the door down though. I gotta shut the front door here. So I'm not sure when this will come out, but I hung out with Laura, the half-ass crafter, and Shannon Green. We did our little collaboration together with paper dolls. So, but I'm not sure if this one's coming out first or the other one. But look for that because we had a lot of fun hanging out with Shannon and got some really cool paper dolls made. So that was really interesting and lots of fun. Oops. This is super thin paper. I'm not sure what magazine I got this out of. Okay, and the last thing I have to go on here was this random. I just thought it looked good on there. I don't know. That's why it's going on there. It makes no sense. But most of this random journal never makes any sense. Okay, I'll just put that right up there. Okay, so let's kind of carry on here. Okay, this one needs to be done. Okay, this was the one you saw the other video that I accidentally made a hole in, and then we just covered the hole up. So I went back and put more bottles on this. I had put something else of a similar color on there, but I found more of this bottle print And I thought I'm just going to put that on there. Let's look to see what we can find in the images that I've cut out. Okay, so there's some newer ones in here that I've cut out. There's some older ones. I kind of got them all kind of mixed up together, and I wanted to keep the new and the old one separate, but it just didn't work. I cut this out. This might be fun. We could find somebody to sit in that chair, kind of like a room. The Room's Gone Wild, but with a background that we've already done. What else? There's some jewels. Boy, that green, it's actually a really pretty green, but it doesn't look like it in here. No, it's a bright green, and right here it's showing dark, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know, but trust me, it's pretty. And let's see what we can find. I do want to find maybe a sitter. Let me see if we have any sitters in here that will work. Okay, here's my bag of sitters. They're sitters, they're leaners, and they are squatters, I think, in here. I try to keep them separate because, oh, there's Dolly. We could put a different head on her. I try to put these sitters in a envelope on their own because when I'm looking for them, I don't have very many of them. And I don't know, I did a man before, but the man would work. Because usually when I'm looking for a sitter, I'm specifically looking for a sitter. You know, nothing else is going to work. Okay, he sits pretty good in there. He's fine. Let's see if there's anybody else. So we have a couple possibilities already. Either one, Dolly's a little small for there, but that's okay. She's way too tall. Way too tall. I don't really want to cut her leg off to get her to work, but she's pretty. This one. Oh, I like her. Yeah, and her hand actually kind of looks like we could maybe make it look like it's on the armrest. I'm going to keep her. Yes. Let me put the sitters back. Okay, what else could we put on here? Let's go back through the box here. Hoping you can see in there. That's kind of pretty. Perhaps. Maybe she could have a picture behind her. Here's another one. Let's see about that. Kind of big. Maybe like that. You know, I'm going to glue her on here just so she doesn't keep moving. Okay, so some of you guys have watched my random glue books before, and you know that I usually lay down some paint on a page, and then I'll come back and either do stencils, or I'll do some paper like this right here, bits, and then I may, well, I might stamp or stencil. And then I come back and I put like a focal image on, and sometimes I leave it. I might just leave her just like this. And then I might come back this time and work on it while we're together here, or I might wait till the next session that we do. So it just depends on, like, if I find the right things pretty easily, I'll just keep going. Otherwise, I just let it go, you know, and come back to it. Let's see if we could maybe find like a dog or something to go here. It's a little, he's a little on the large side. I know I have more in here. There's this one. Okay, here's the other one that I was thinking about, this one. I'm thinking that one is better. Sit right there. And then what else do we need? So I'm thinking we need a little something here, like a plant, a hanging plant. I know I've got something like that. Not sure where though. I just cut it out the other day. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. That doesn't look right. That's the thing, like normally I have things kind of organized by, oh, here it is, by category. So it makes it a whole lot easier. Like I would have this in the plant section. I think I might have to go back to that. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's glue her in. I think right about there. I do want this down as well before she gets all the way. And then we can hang that right there. Call it good. Okay, now this side, I would like to do like put a sun or something there. I'm gonna have to look in the sticker book and see if I can find any suns, because I don't know where else I would find like a sun. Let me look. Pulling out this one. Some of you guys have this one, I think. These have very big borders, but you can, but they're still nice to have. Well, let me look real quick through here. I won't make you wait. Okay, I found this one. I tried to use it on something once before and it didn't work, but maybe it would work here. Doesn't look too bad. Maybe I could put like, I've got this other sticker here. I could cut the sun face out and put the sun right there, and the flames would be the flower. I think I'm going to try it. Oh, I like it. I'm glad I tried it. Okay, let's glue that on there. So let's see, it is, when I'm taping this, when I'm recording this, it's Thursday, and that is all day happy hour at our clubhouse. So after 2 till close, they have happy hour. So I'm going to take my dad there again. We went last week and he really enjoyed it. And they've got a nice menu for dinner, so we'll have dinner there too. It's just something to get out and do, you know. My dad can't really do a whole lot right now. He's got some health issues, so we don't go out a ton while he's here. So he'll be visiting until the 8th of October. All right, let's just put that up in the corner here. Yeah. And I think that's, for now, I'm going to leave it like that. That's good. Oh, before I move on to the next one, I also think maybe we could put, I don't know if we need to put something here over her clothes or like a saying. Um, Let's look at that. In this box, I have a lot of sayings. There's cheerful. I don't like those colors together though. Golden thrill, like it's the sun is the golden thrill. That might not be bad. I'm not hating that. This one says a whole new world or endless opportunities. I like both of those. Maybe a whole new world. Let's just go with that. I like it. Golden thrill, though. Those two are getting me. Let's see. So what I'm thinking about doing is using some acrylic paint to kind of go over this. She's got some blue in it and some white, so maybe we can kind of figure something out. A little blue. And we'll do a little white. And I'm just going to use my finger. Why not? And just kind of do this. I really don't know why I'm going over so far, but we'll see how it turns out. Just kind of like she's hanging out in the mist. I think those wrinkles will calm down. So I think for this one, I'm gonna maybe smear some of this paint on another page. So I painted this and I really don't like it at all. It's not what I want. So I just wanted to show you that we can fix it. It's not a big deal. When you do something like this and you don't like it, you just cover it up. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these roses that I have. I don't know where I got them from, magazine. And I'm just going to take off this white here. I have several of them that we can use. And I'm just going to do layers and see if we can change this up because it's hideous. I don't like it at all. Okay, so I could do that. I could lay that there, and then I can get another layer and maybe put this one like in front of that, and I'll just keep building them up. We're gonna make it work. So let me get this cut off here. Let me get this cut off and I'll be right back. I've got them cut out, so we're gonna just kind of work it a little bit and see how high up we can go here. I wish I had more of these. I've got some berries maybe I can throw in there and make it work. That's pretty good. I think I'm good with that. Yes, it is saved. Okay, I'm going to go back with the art glitter glue and kind of tack it down. So you probably won't see that, but that is what I'm going to do. I love that when you make a mistake, you don't like what you did, and you come back and save the day. I'm actually even going to make these a little bit smaller because now I feel like I'm not trying to hide something here. Okay, we're going to go with that. It's, you guys, this page, like, because it was the one with the hole in it and then the disaster right here, it's amazing that this one turned out because we had to work at it, that's for sure. Okay, that is done. That can come out of there. And I think we're good. We'll move on to something else. Okay, you guys, let's do some backgrounds. The backgrounds that I have on here, this is just a gel print that I had. So I just put that on here. Normally I will just smear some paint on there if I want to do it that way. Or I could put scrapbook paper, jelly printing that I've done. I have a video on gel printing. I will link that video below for the gel printing. And for the jelly plate, I should say. So once I get paint down on here, I usually do stenciling or stamping. This one had a stencil on the gel print, so I would probably pass by that and then go to the next step, which is texture. This one doesn't have anything like that on there, so I would do either stamping or stenciling on there. I think I want to do some stenciling. Maybe we could try one of these, kind of the brick. That might be kind of fun. I haven't used that new stencil yet, so let's try that. Why don't we try some red, like a red brick? And let me get a new brush. I got some new brushes. And we'll give that a whirl. Now, sometimes I use ink. Sometimes I go ahead and use acrylic paint on these. Just whatever you feel like. Let's see. It's going to be kind of faint, which is fine. I don't really want these bricks to stand out all that much. I'm really enjoying the stencils. I like that they're not so messy compared to like using the paint. And now that I have these brushes, it's just a lot more fun. I don't mind getting messy most of the time, but you know, there's just times where you just don't feel like getting all that messy. Okay, that looks pretty, doesn't it? I like it. I'm going to do a couple little bricks on the corner here. And maybe a couple little ones right here. And call it good. Now what I like to do at this point is just grab my bag of scraps. This is one of them. I have, you know, probably 5 bags like this. Don't we all? And I'm going to see if there's anything in here that I want to just kind of lay down on here. I don't really, it's too much. Let's see what else is in here. Those are kind of a safe bet right there. Not real exciting, but they would work. A lot of this is scrapbook paper, which is fine, but I think maybe, let me go through like my magazine. I think I'll have more luck in my magazine scraps. Okay, here's my magazine scraps. There's all kinds of fun things in here. I might be able to just use a few pieces of that. These are mostly magazine scraps. I see some scrapbook paper made its way in here. Well, let's try with what I have here. I really like this. So sometimes I cut the piece, you know, the edges, and other times I just tear it. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this time. I could leave that end kind of jagged. And then I just kind of place them around. I'm going to use glue stick. And let's cut this into like a and it might kind of cross over. Maybe I could use some of the same on this side to possibly end up with a 2-page spread. Ooh, I like that. Might have to save that for something else. Oh, that's good. Isn't that funny? Sometimes you just flip things over and you like the other side better. What was on that side? I kind of like this side better. I'm going to let that dry. Oh my goodness. This is how we roll. I just liked it a whole lot better. It's still sticky right there. Okay, and we'll put this over here somewhere. I'm going to try to wipe this glue off real quick. Trying to cover up that other one. Let's see, I really don't want it to look like a circus. I just want this zipper. Put another little bit right there. Call it good. Okay, so now for this side, what do we want to put on here? Anything? I found some sheets that I had printed off. I think I got these at Collage Soup. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking maybe I might want to use some of them on here. So I'm just going to cut a few out and see what we think. I did this on regular copy paper, not my good photo mat paper, and they just didn't come out very bright. But for what we're doing here, I think it'll work just fine. Some of these are really interesting papers. I would love to have like a whole paper of that. Okay, let's just see what we can make. Probably cut this one in half. And maybe just kind of spread it sporadically here. I had to get a new glue stick. The other one was gone. Okay, now we've got some backgrounds. So this one would be ready for our focal image. Okay, so I paused the camera and then I forgot that I didn't turn it back on. So I kind of have an idea for this one already. So I'm going to start with this guy here. It's kind of a fun one. And he is kind of the center of this whole collage. And you'll see why here in a minute. I'm going to put him right here. And then he's got some friends with him. We've got this gal here. They all have big heads, which I love. My little paper people, paper dolls. So we're going to put her like right here and then her other friend here. So, and it'll all make sense in a minute. But I want to kind of have him hiding in the back. Like he looks a little scared right there. I'm going to move this up so you can see his face. There, you kind of see how he looks a little on edge. And she's like, what? What are you talking about? So let's get them all into place here. I think I want her right there. Okay, right there. And then this gal, we're going to have her kind of right there. So all you see is kind of the whites of his eyes. I'm just going to tack her on there right now. Okay, and you'll see why. Because I've got her, and she is looking for the guy that she thought was going to propose to her, and she can't find him. She's like, have you seen him? And look at her. She's like, what? No, I have not. I don't know who you're talking about. She has a picture right there. So they are obviously not on the same page. I've been wanting to use her for a really long time. I just hadn't found the right spot for her. And her neck was getting kind of messed up. Oop, see, I just tore it off. But we'll put it right back there. You'll never know. Well, you'll know, but nobody else will know. Okay, so nobody has seen him. They don't know what happened to him. Okay, and then for this side, I don't have like the whole collage done, but I really want to use this alpaca. I'll leave a little bit on the edge in case I want to tuck something behind it at another later date. And then I want this on the bottom of it about here. So gotta get his ear in there. And then that right there. And sometimes it's just that easy. You just throw something on, and next time we'll see if we find something that works with this to kind of maybe put something right here. So be sure and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. It's free. And then you hit the little bell and you'll know when I post another video. Okay, so I hope you liked today's random collaging, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.